This is Michael Gervais with Michelangelos Services Incorporated. It is May 13, 2025, and we are located at 800 West Colorado Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90027, performing a video sewer inspection, and we are at a 6-inch clean out. We're right on the side of the building. I believe we are on the north side of the building. And we're going to insert our camera into the 6-inch clean out. And we're going to run through here out to the city sewer. Hopefully we can get all the way out there. We've got a 4-inch line coming in at the back side of this clean out down at the bottom. We're going to try and run up the 4-inch as well and try and take a look at that line. We're running out, and we are in ABS plastic right now. It appears there's some cuts in the concrete. More than likely the line has been replaced from what we can see. There's a joint. Looks like ABS plastic, like glued joints. We're making a turn. It is glued joints. You can see the overpour on the glue, which isn't going to hurt anything. Got a little bit of low spot, maybe some overpour on glue even right there, holding a tiny bit of water back. Isn't going to hurt anything. Pushing out toward the street. It appears we have a manhole right in the public right of way, right outside the building. So we should drop into the city sewer here pretty quick. Got another turn. Appears to be an 8 bend. Another turn. Now we're transitioning to vitreous clay. We do have a major offset in there. You can see the entire pipe at the top. You can see quite a bit of it, but you can't see anything at the bottom. We're dropping into it. So right here we have a major offset. We're going to locate this area. We're going to pause for just a moment, and we're going to locate this area. Okay, we've located the area. Right now there is a for sale sign, and it's right by, there's a 4-inch clean out right there, and we've located it 4 foot 7 inches deep, and we did put a flag there. You can see there's a pretty big gap and pretty big offset right there. It's kind of odd. It almost appears that there may be a sewer liner inside the clay. Pause for one moment. Okay, we're going to run it out and double check it. It's kind of hard to tell, but it does appear that there may be a sewer liner inside the clay. So we're going to keep pushing in. Looks like there was a short piece of liner which ended in here. You can see the edge of the liner here. That's the end of the liner. And then we transitioned back to clay. And then we transition from what it looks like to ABS plastic. Yeah, a little odd. Doesn't appear to be in terrible condition there. Then it looks like we may have it almost looks like there's another section of liner here. That looks like a section of liner right here, and we probably have a pretty deep drop. We can't see much because we got water hanging off our camera. And we are dropping pretty deep, it looks like, right here. We haven't leveled out and gone horizontal yet because we still have the water that's hanging off the camera. You can see it dripping. This line appears to be pretty deep. We're going to continue running down until we level out. Looks like we're just about leveled out. Here, that's where we hit level. This is our drop. That thing is very, very deep. And this is our city sewer at about 74, 75 feet. Just double checking it real quick to see if there's another inlet here. Probably have to run all the way to a neighbor's before we see an inlet. So we're at about 75 feet. We've run out quite a ways. We're in the city sewer. So now we're going to pull back. Some debris on the camera lens as we're pulling back. See the water running through. We have no water running through here, so that's coming from somewhere else. That's the bottom. That's hitting the city sewer right there. We're going to pause for one moment. Okay, we're at the bottom of the saddle fitting. We turn into the city sewer right here. Now we start pulling up. Let's see, I think we're at 75 feet. Right at about 74, 74.3. We'll start pulling up. Can't really see anything, unfortunately, because we got water going in here from somewhere. There's water dripping through from behind us. We're going to pull up to where we level out by where the manhole is. We're almost 30 feet deep. This is where we start our drop, right here. And you got a piece of liner in there. Somebody shot a section of liner in here that was about 8 to 10 feet long. But you can see from the ABS plastic where it starts. That's the liner. Then we pull back. We're in ABS plastic here, coming back toward where the for sale sign is in the planter area on the property side of the sidewalk. And then we have another liner that was put in, a section of liner. This section of liner runs a little ways. And then we transition back to the ABS plastic, and this is where we have that offset at the top. See where it shifted, where they put the coupling. Probably put in a rubber Fernco coupling more than likely. A rubber Fernco, which is not that strong, doesn't have heavy duty bands on it and everything else. So it will let the pipe shift over time. So that's where we have a shift, but it's also going down. You see the clay pipe. Clay pipe is here, and there's a section of the liner that's about 10 feet long there that also goes in. And then we're pulling back.
It's usable,
It's usable.
and
No problem right
the
now.
shift is on the upper, so it allows the water
To
to
go
pass.
down. It passes. Right now, don't have to do anything with it. In time, if it shifts more or something, you might have an issue. But right now, it's still maintainable. And then we're in the ABS plastic, and now we're pulling back toward our 6-inch clean out. It is in our walkway area right outside the building. And all the ABS plastic appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. This was all replaced. All that to the clean out, as I said, is ABS plastic. I'm going to try and see, I don't know if I can get in, going back up the line. Yep, I did. I don't know how far we're going to go. Okay, now we're going up the line toward the back of the building, and we transition to cast iron. I'm not sure exactly what this line feeds. I'm going to try and see if I can find out, see how far this runs. But we do have a 4-inch cast iron sewer line outside. See if it turns into the building or where it goes. I had a lot of buildup. Hard pushing it uphill with all the debris, but we're still going. Right there, we're making a turn. So I'm going to locate this area real quick. I'm going to pause for a moment.